A bacon has been found dead inside of HMP Rochester prison. Now, time to get the little piglet out, the piggy basher. Another one bites the dust. I should have that saved on my computer so I can play the song. Because another one bites the dust. So, this one was actually back in September. Never heard anything of it, but it has just came to light. It's on one of the apps that I've got, and someone did actually send it to me as well. So, the bacon in question is Jacob Bean, and an investigation launched after pedo 24 dies in HMP Rochester prison. What a shame, eh? What a shame, because we all feel the same about these bacons. Now this one has got some graphic content, people, so I will have to word it differently and carefully, because we all know what happens here on YouTube with certain words and certain terms and certain things that we speak about. So an investigation has been launched after a convicted pedo was found dead in his prison cell. Jacob Bean, 24, was found unresponsive by another inmate, another bacon, a bacon trying to save another bacon. One's crispy and one's fried. So he died at HMP Rochester prison in Kent on September the 7th. But like I say, it has only just come to light because obviously there's an investigation, and for whatever reason, it's been kept quite quiet. So Bean had been sentenced to prison after he used Snapchat and WhatsApp to get GROOM, I'll not say the word, you can spell it, a 10-year-old girl. Even things like that, when you say that, it picks it up. And it sometimes fucks the video up, so got to be careful, people. But this is another reason, what I've said in previous videos, what I do with my kids as well, because a lot of kids, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, are using Snapchat and WhatsApp. So before I get further into the video, do yourselves a favour. Once a week, maybe even when the kids are at school, so they don't know you're doing it, get in the phones and check it and see what the fuck is going on. Because there is some sick, twisted individuals out there. He sent the victim horrific videos of kid and other explicit images and encouraged the girl to perform sex acts on herself. A fucking 10-year-old. What an horrible piece of shit. Is anybody disappointed that he's no longer here? 10-year-olds? Absolutely fucking disgusting. At the time he was convicted in November 2024, he was still under investigation for grooming 3 more young girls using Snapchat. He was also being investigated in relation to an indecent thingies, the Mirror reported. Coroner Sarah Clark has launched an inquest into his death, the cause of which remains unascertained. Miss Clark said Bean had reported not feeling well on August the 31st and was having difficulty breathing while experiencing chest pain at 24-year-old. Experiencing chest pain at 24-year-old. I believe that is something called karma, because karma works in mysterious ways. 24-year-old should be fit and healthy, but this bacon has been turned crispy. So he was assessed at Medway Maritime Hospital and then returned to the prison the following day. It was a week later, Bean went to take a shower before coming back to his cell, where he was found unresponsive. Despite prompt responses by emergency services, Bean died just after 12:30 p.m. The inquest has been adjourned until a pre-inquest review in March 2026. At Bean's sentencing, this is where it's quite emotional, people, and I will give you a bit headway to be careful, and it might be upsetting. At Bean's sentencing, the victim's father told Canterbury Crown Court he felt he had failed as a father. So don't you ever feel like a failure because you haven't checked the phones. I'm giving you this advice now. And imagine you don't take my advice and it happens to your kid and you think, I wished I'd listened to Ricky. Do it, people, do it, because you will be fucking shocked to find out what is going on with these Snapchats and WhatsApp. And kids are vulnerable, they don't have a fucking clue. They could be thinking they're talking to another kid and it escalates from there. As a father, you never want anything bad to happen to your kids. You do what you can to protect them, and right now, I feel like I have failed, he wrote in a statement. My 10-year-old has been exposed to one of the world's greatest evils. We have lost our daughter the way we knew her to be. See? These predators, these wrong'uns, these bacons, these despicable creatures get mild sentences. They do the sentence to get out, they get on with their lives. What happens to the victims? They are fucked up and tormented for the rest of their lives. They end up on drugs, they end up doing away with themselves. And these rotten scumbags get out to go on and live the rest of their life freely. But Bean won't be. He is now a has-been. Bean had pleaded guilty to a slew of kid offences, including excommunication with a child, attempting to cause a kid to watch the act, causing or inciting. I can't say these are the things because it is revolting, but you can imagine what it is. It's the worst. Getting her to engage in, I don't want to say the words because it will flag up. And the last thing we want is for these videos to be stopped because of telling the truth. Causing that little one to that's the only way I can describe it. I'm sorry if it looks gross, but that's what he was convicted for. He was sentenced to 5.5 years in prison. After his release, Bean would have been required to adhere to a S offender notification requirement and an S harm prevention order. Wow! Just wow! 5.5 years. That is absolutely pathetic. I'm so glad he is now a has-been. Because he would have been on a wing with another 80 to 100 people the same as him. They will have been exchanging and talking about different ways they can access things or do things without being caught. And they will be teaching each other how to learn from mistakes, and it will carry on because they cannot change. They are not wired up correctly. They are creatures and they do not deserve to leave prison unless it's in a body bag. Young people seeking support can phone Beyond Blue on 1300 22 4636 or go to headspace.org.au. Now, I don't know why it says AU because it sounds like Australia, that, but this is actually obviously HMP Rochester prison in Kent. But whatever that is, I don't know for sure. Obviously that phone number that I've just read out there, it sounds like when it says Headspace AU, it sounds as though this is an Australian paper, but maybe it is. But again, if youngsters are watching this, which a lot of the youngsters do, maybe he's not so young as that, but obviously there's a lot of younger lads who have been in trouble and different things, and they watch this channel for inspiration. What I did actually start it all about, and which I am continuing to do, even though we all know I've had blips along the way. But 2026, you are seeing a different me, and I am bringing you more and more of these types of content. But look at the smug mugshot of him in the police station. Jacob Bean, 24-year-old, doing something to a 10-year-old kid, which is the worst of the worst. And however he has died, it's obviously the way that I've read it there. He's been having chest pains. He's more than likely, to be honest, which a lot of times it happens, been on the spizzle, which is the spice inside of prison. So if he has been on that and he's getting chest pains and he's continued to do it, he's keeled over in his pad, and that's the end of him. But we don't care how he went. You've just heard what I've read out about the 10-year-old's father, how he felt. Don't ever feel like that, people. That father there, if you're watching this, you're not responsible. Your 10-year-old, obviously vulnerable, and you didn't think that you needed to check. You felt as though you trusted your kid, which a lot of people do, so you think, I'll not check. But believe you me, people, make sure you check. I check my kids, and they know that I check it as well, and they are sensible. They have got on their TikToks where they can't get message requests. They've got privacy on. I do make sure I check the friends lists and everything and make sure nobody can contact them, because I would never want to feel the way that that father has felt about his little one. Nobody would want to feel like that. And that little one, I hope and pray you get some peace. I hope and pray you recover from this. I hope and pray that you know that he is now a has-been. He is no longer going to get out and torment you, because that's what that youngster will probably be worried about, because we don't know what else he has said, threats and whatever else to that youngster, that despicable wronging. So hopefully that little one, like I've just said, takes some comfort from knowing that has-been will not get out and contact her, because that is what she will be afraid of. She would have been afraid that this predator was going to get out of prison, contact her, or come after her, and she would have been terrified. But now, luckily, she will no longer feel terrified. She will know he's gone. And hopefully, it was a bit of prison justice. I don't think it is the way it seems like it, but it would have been better if it was a bit of prison justice, because that's what we all like. But like I say, it doesn't matter. Karma works in mysterious ways. And like I've just said, this 10-year-old, I hope she recovers. I hope she can move on with her life. I hope she can put this behind her. And I hope it does not torment her the way that that wronging has. But he is no more. But I'm going to leave that one there for now, people. There will be plenty more of this prison content coming. Also, like you've seen on the last few videos, talks and walks around Thailand. Let us know if you are enjoying that or whether you want it on a separate channel, because I do have another channel. I could keep the prison stuff on here and the Thailand, the Buddhist, and the positive stuff on another channel. Let us know, people, if you want it here or on the other one. But this channel, Behind Bars TV, the way that it has rocketed over the past year, there's no stopping me now. This channel is going to the next level. I've got over 300,000 subscribers across all my channels, and even my Facebook page now has had 10 million views in a week. It's getting monetized and it is doing extremely well. I haven't had any payouts from it yet, because obviously the monetization, when you first start it takes 28 days before you get your payment. But I will tell anybody who likes posting on Snapchat or Facebook to get on there and get it monetized. Why not? Why not make a bit of money? Even talking about your daily life. People post Snapchats every day. You get paid for your stories on Facebook if you're a content creator. But I will leave that one there for now, people. And as I've just said, and I will reiterate, there is loads of prison content coming. So stay tuned, people. And hopefully 2026, we will have the Bacon Basher out a whole lot more. Because 2025 was a good year for the Bacon Bashers. And 2026, hopefully with a bit of karma, it will be a whole lot better for the Bacons inside, because I know the likes of Huntley, Levi Belfield, Wayne Cousins, the likes of all them are absolutely shitting themselves, waiting for the copycat killings which has happened to Kyle Bevan and Ian Watkins. So stay tuned, people. I've got plenty more to come. Stay safe. I hope you all have a fantastic 2026. Make this the best year yet, which I'm going to do. I didn't start off too good, as we all know, but that doesn't matter. 2026 is going to be my best year yet, and it is going to be the best year yet for all of my social media channels, because they are blowing up, people. Take care, stay safe, watch out for your little ones, be aware, and do the weekly checks. Peace out, people, and stay safe.